Hello, good morning everyone. Well, thanks for the time and opportunity given to us. We from the group of 7 would like to present about dealing with complaint. The first, speaking. Divide the class into groups of 3 or 4 to discuss each situation in turn. Appoint one member of each group to make notes for the report back. In the same group, students should think of other examples of complaint and pass them to another group to see how to work and handle. The second, reading. The article that fly in my software is an authentic text taken from the Times. It is a serious article written in the fairly informal style. You may want to ask some questions first for class or group discussion. Here are some suggestions. Next, have you ever complained in a hotel or restaurant? What thing do people complain about? Which of the following are most and the least likely to make a customer complain? For example, they may had a bad day at work. They were in a bad mood. Next, the example, they drunk, they don't like their companion, they want to impress their companions, they want to get a free meal. Which of the following is more likely to complain? For example, a young or an old person, a drunk or a sober person. Next, a tourist or someone who lives locally, a person in smart clothes or a person in sad clothes, a person on their own or a person in a group, a person in a mixed sex group or a person in a single sex group. Next, listening. The answer, a room is too small, or she asks for a later one room in faulty or dirty. But has got dirty more dust everywhere she'd have in between. She wants the room clean immediately or to move room. The guest demands to see the manager. The guest is calmer in the same happy to let the receptionist sort things out. Language study. Present perfect passive. Students have already met the present perfect activity in Unit 2 and the passive in Unit 6. This exercise focus on the present perfect passive and introduce some important housekeeping and maintenance lexis. And next, answer, the carpet has been focused. The floor has been swept. Okay, next, word study. This is a difficult area of language because there are often differences of use and collection. The general rule is that obsolete, intensive are used with obsolete or extreme adjective. For example, we do not say very faulty because faulty already means very dirty. If we want to intensive and extreme adjective, we need an adverb like absolutely. Okay. Next, speaking. Divide the class into 2 groups, receptionist and guest. Make sure they spend time preparing their roles and desk to groups. In particular, they should work on the mood, aspect, and the language device used to achieve this mood, or the language study and word study section will be very important here. After they have fully prepared their rules, the student should pair up one from each group and ask out the conversation. Okay, next time and the opportunity, I give to my friend Murni to present about reading.
Oh, thanks for time given to me. Now explain about reading. Before the start and read the letters, focus attention of the reading and advertisement. Watch problem cool and gas have it shop and hotel. And what problem cool and gas have in shop and hotel. Illicit ID sharks along away from transport or facilities cool and rowdy in the winter. And writing. Students prepare the letter in pairs. They will not only have to decide about the language to use, but also about what compositors they are prepared to offer. And listening. The listening text is a natural pitch of story building. It is more or less a monologue with only a few introductions from the other speaker. And first, give the student the following verb and phrase and ask them to construct a story about disasters. They are using the verbs and phrase in the same order in which they are writing below. And next, make a sign advertisement so it from K, notables, drunk waiter, screaming noise, and 13. And next,
murder, blazing room, they compare their different stories
and also listen to comparing with the real person. And next, answer. They had to wait a long time reception when they checked in. The main reception was rat. Although we were given the wrong room. There were no towels in the room. The service was calling on dinner, the waiter rope and the soup. And the food was tasteless and overtake. There was an horrible screaming noise all night, and they hardly sleep. They often tried to tear the newspapers they had and had.
Okay, next, false, true, true, false. Okay, next, it is also important that the different
take of the role play or roll it in order, and that is it not to rush it. After the role play, spend time discussing the experience and what is so about how to deal with cases with complaint. Also, go over any important language errors which you note during the role play.
Okay, next activity. Although the result recorded on the simple questionnaire are fictional, the questionnaire is suggested answer. A. No, most hotels will accept much higher percentage in the left hand column. Such figures as that, although not necessary by the management, B. Lobby, receptionist, and the front desk restaurant service at the breakfast.
And there are no right answer to this question, but you may need to fit in possible approaches such as speak to individuals directly, have a good meeting, have a good meeting of staff and training, and write a new warning to individuals or even dismissals, and police procedures guidelines.
Okay, well, that's just a presentation from us. That's all, and thank you.
Thank you, Mom.